Last time, I failed about 3 hours in. On my second attempt, YouTube Live decided to take a nap. When the stream finally kicked in, I was at 260,000 points. But for fairness, back to zero. Slammed the brakes, stopped the Silverado, and started fresh. Because cheating points is like sneaking cookies before dinner. Not on my watch. Points started rolling in fast, and the skill song multiplier kicked in permanently, giving me 10x points for the rest of the run. Remember, you can't just drift in a circle for points and not crashing into barriers and other stuff to collect wreckage points. Silverados on the road, tyres screaming like a cat in a bathtub. The current world record drift score in Forza Horizon 5 is held by Goosiest with an astonishing 125 million points, a feat that took him over 15 hours. 2 million, 3 million, 5 million. Skill song multiplier giving me 10x points. So that 500,000 score on the screen actually meant 5 million. Points kept climbing. Soon enough, 9 million, then 10 million. Sliding through corners like it's butter on hot toast. Grip levels, Grandma approved. It felt incredible for my first major milestone. But the points kept going, inching me closer and closer to the current world record. Every second, every drift mattered. I was in full flow. Every drift, every transition, every carefully calculated angle counted. The car felt perfect now, smooth, responsive, and capable of sustaining long drifts without killing my stamina. 20 million, another milestone. 30 million. Truck grips harder than Grandpa on his TV remote during football season. Knees and neck holding up, barely. I kept reminding myself to stretch and drink water, pacing like a marathon runner. Endurance was key. This wasn't just about skill, it was about staying sharp for hours on end. Oh, and it's getting dark and I have to be very careful. I know there are some hidden rocks and trees on the side of this road and we don't want to bump into them. It will kill my run forever. So just have to be careful and focused. By 40 million, my neck was starting to ache, and I knew I'd need to stretch and hydrate, but I pushed on. The run was in full swing. Small mistakes happened, slight slips on turns, the occasional near collision, but nothing that could stop the momentum. Each successful sequence built confidence, each multiplier pushing my score higher. Oh no! It's raining out here! The road's all wet and slippery! Feels like I'm driving on soap! I gotta be super careful with the throttle now. One wrong squeeze, and I'll be facing the wrong way real quick. Oh, look who just pulled up in the stream. Horizon's here. And a little later on, the big man himself, the current record holder, Goosiest. Super hyped to have both of you guys in here. Thanks a ton for joining, it means a lot. Oh, finally, the road's starting to dry up. That's a good sign. Grip's coming back. But hold up, a couple minutes later, boom! Look at that, in the distance, a whole sandstorm rolling in. And before I know it, I'm right in the middle of it. Visibility gone, car sliding. This just turned into survival mode real quick. Each milestone made the goal feel real. My personal best of 40 million was long behind me. 50 million, sliding longer than your cousin's multi-level marketing speech. Points stacking nice and slow. 60 million, still grinding. Tyres gripping like a toddler on the last cookie in the jar. 63 million. All right, guys, it's been 5 hours straight, and I'm finally taking my first break. And here's the crazy part. At this point, I've officially broken Goosiest's record for the most drift points without a break. That's one Goosiest down. Let's call it Goosiest A. In the books. Now we're into uncharted territory. Everything from here is brand new ground. Break time. Stretched, sipped some coffee, did weird yoga moves. Even hardcore drifters need a pause before going ham again. All right, we are back and it's 70 million. Back in the groove. Silverado dancing sideways like it just won a drifting talent show. 80 million. ATM. Brain officially mashed potatoes, but the truck keeps sliding like a champ. Okay, so here's the plot twist nobody saw coming. My Chevy Silverado is still sliding like butter on a hot pan. My cheap eBay handbrake is solid as a rock. I'm hanging in there with stiff neck and knees. But my laptop, oh boy, it's lagging harder than Grandma's Wi-Fi. The poor thing sounds like it's trying to take off into orbit, and I swear it was begging me to stop. So I had to take a short break, not because I was exhausted, but because my laptop was about to faint. Imagine losing 8 hours of drifting to a crash. That would hurt more than forgetting your headphones at the gym. We are back in it again. 90 million. All right, boys, 90 million. I swear, this truck just does not quit. Meanwhile, my body is falling apart. Neck stiff, knees aching, hands sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. Yeah, feels like that. But we're still cooking. The drift lines are smooth, the points are stacking, and the crowd in chat is probably wondering if I've lost my sanity. Answer, yes. Sanity left the chat somewhere around 40 million. Right now, I'm just a man, a Silverado, and way too much caffeine holding this drift together. 95 million. 95 million. And this is where things start to feel personal. The Silverado is practically begging me to stop like, bro, can't we just go to a car meet like normal people? Nope. Not today, buddy. The points are climbing slower now. Every single corner feels like a boss fight. I'm not even driving anymore. I'm spiritually connected to this car. At this point, I am the Silverado. Forget Fast and Furious. This is slow and delirious. 100 million! And there it is. 100 million. Triple digits. Boys, we did it. That's one followed by 8 zeros. I don't even know if this is a drift anymore, or if I'm just drawing circles of pain on the map. My Silverado deserves a medal. My cheap eBay Handbrake deserves a statue. And my laptop deserves a moment of silence because it's screaming louder than a toddler denied candy at Walmart. 100 million points. That's not just a number, that's a lifestyle. That's more commitment than most relationships these days. And honestly, if I stopped right here, I could walk away a happy man. But no, we're not stopping. Not until that world record is mine. Let's keep sliding, boys. 110 million. Silverado still sideways, proving it has more stamina than me after 10 hours of gaming. 125 million. The record breaker. And then it happened. 125 million. The moment of truth. The number that stood between me and history. So we broke Goosiest's second world record. So that's 2 Goosiests. Equation of the day, people. Goosiest. A plus Goosiest B equals C. Where A is the first Goosiest record, destroyed. B is the second Goosiest record, obliterated. C, that's 2 Goosiests equals Rawline racing. Shout out to Goosiest. Huge respect. Your records pushed me to go further. World records smashed. Math done. Relief, excitement, disbelief. It all hit me at once. I had officially broken the world record. Right then and there, I wasn't just drifting a Chevy Silverado anymore. I was drifting my way into the record books. The chat went crazy, my brain went numb, and I swear, even the laptop paused its fan screams for a second like, wait, did we actually just do that? Yes, we did. World record, baby. But you know me, I couldn't stop there. The points kept climbing. 126 million, 127 million. Every tick higher, just making that record harder for the next guy. At this point, the Silverado wasn't a truck anymore. It was a drift deity. Every corner, every flick, it was whispering, let's see how far we can really go. And I was right there with it, exhausted, broken, but locked in. But I didn't stop there. No way. I pushed it all the way up to 130 million points. From there, I drove straight into the festival arena and decided this was the perfect place to end my 11-hour drifting marathon. The truck came to a stop, but the game was still counting. 132 million, 134 million. Maxing out the run. Hours behind the wheel, endless drifts, and hundreds of transitions. All of it culminating in one thing, a new world record. 134,585,480 million drift points in 11 hours and 8 minutes. This run wasn't just about numbers, it was about learning from failure, adapting strategies, and keeping focus under pressure. Every second of effort had been worth it. World record shattered, mission accomplished. And honestly, I don't know what hurt more, my body, my laptop, or the poor tyres on that Silverado. But one thing's for sure, this run won't be forgotten anytime soon.